Hi, everyone. In this video, I want to share with you a channeled message that I received in ways that we can handle our anger and our hurt. If you are experiencing these intense emotions, you might want to stay tuned for this incredible message. I'm Patty Fields, and I receive intuitive guidance through dreams, visions, and channeled writing. And in these messages, I am given practical ways to uh, adjust and address the issues that I am currently facing. And I've come to understand that, of course, these are not just personal issues, they are collective issues, especially now in the world that we find ourselves in. So it began with a dream I had. And dreams, I want to just share with you just quickly. Dreams are a wonderful way to access very intense, deep rooted feelings or beliefs or patterns that we have that need to come to the surface so we know exactly what we're asking to be released from or to change or to heal. And in this dream, I was very aware of this intense anger that I was feeling. And I also had an awareness that along with the anger came a deep hurt. So this was not necessarily new, this awareness of how much anger I had. And I assumed it also had to do with the collective energies that I was picking up. So I am sharing this because I know there's a lot going on out there. And I know that these types of energies, the anger and the hurt, particularly, we tend to have some old beliefs about having those feelings, first of all. And then what do we do with the energies when they arise? And in spiritual circles, sometimes we tend to not repress in the way we are aware, but we override it with some kind of spiritual mantras or things like that because they are so uncomfortable. And I was having a influx of these energies and in my waking life and then in my dream. I won't share with you the details of the dream, just suffice that in the dream something had occurred and the amount of rage that I felt and the injustices that occurred and the hurt that was the result, the feeling in the dream, it was so intense, more intense than I would probably allow myself to be aware of in my waking life, which is one of the values of dreams. So I suggest that you value that and honor that because it's a way to get in touch with it without having to fully feel the effects in your everyday life. So when I woke up from that dream, I then sat, which is my normal process, and asked for intuitive guidance to understand how I can release these intense energies and what is the value that they might have in my life. Now, that question was new to me because sort of new. I kind of understood that when intense energies happen, that there is something we can gain from having the awareness of them. So it wasn't chastising or judging myself for having these intense energies and feelings. But this time I had this awareness because it came to me in a dream that the awareness of it was very important and that the feelings were here for a reason. And my trying to get rid of them or override them or quickly get to peace, I was missing the value that they had in my life. So I wanted to share with you this incredible message that I received that was so extremely helpful to me. And it gave me a practical exercise or something I could actually do in the midst of feeling the intense emotions that had a profound effect on processing through them and restoring some awareness that brought to me the sense of peace and a sense of compassion, both for myself and the world around me. And the healing of these intense energies is still taking place. I continue to use this exercise whenever those feelings arise. And it's a wonderful exercise that helps us to honor what's coming up, not feel overwhelmed by what's coming up, and also utilizing our spiritual energies to help us navigate and flow through and get to the other side. So, to share this message, I'm going to actually share my screen because you might want to read along with the actual message. So, just give me a minute and let me share my screen. And we will read this along together, okay? So, this is the channeled message. The soul is demanding change. It can no longer tolerate the lack of love and care that is the predominant energy in the 3D vortex. Fighting against these energies only results in exhaustion. The me focus is destructive in its attempts to restore its lost sense of self. If you feel anger energy, it is the stop sign given to halt the exertion to change people's minds and hearts. You are asked to recognize this stop sign in your own life as an important marker. Do not judge anger. See anger as a message that your focus needs to change. The energy spent on changing others to be authentic, responsible, and self-aware will only deplete you. The hurt you feel when others do not extend the love you deserve is also a message. Trying to get others to see your worth and value and extend love to you isn't working. You are not getting what you deserve. So stop trying to get what you need in this way. Anger and hurt are signposts, and their message is this: stop doing what you're doing and change direction. Acknowledge what you want and deserve, and then seek within to receive information of what you can do, think, perceive, and know to have what you deserve. Nothing of value comes from the outside world. This includes people, places, and things. Surely by now you can acknowledge the truth of these words. No one and nothing can replace the acceptance of your natural state of being. When you realize this truth and are willing to release the world, you are ready to accept your inheritance. This moment is cause for celebration, although it can feel depressing, lonely, and hopeless. We want you to have everything you desire. Your hurt and anger is your soul communicating to itself that it is ready for this change to occur. Now, for the practical advice on how to change direction. If you are in a situation that demands your attention, you can still change direction even if it feels that your focus is external. If people disappoint you, try to remember that you have all that you need to feel safe, loved, supported, and free. If your heart hurts because of others' behaviors, see the hurt as a signpost that says it's time to change direction. If you feel anger, see the anger as a bigger signpost with bold capital letters that says it's time to change direction. And repeat the two statements. I have all that I need to feel safe, loved, supported, and free. It's time to change direction. These two responses will automatically focus your attention inward. This change in direction is a major turning point in your evolution of becoming self-aware. Recognize the monumental moment with gratitude. You are finally going to get what you deserve. When you experience these spiritual energies, you will know what action to take. These difficult moments are helping you find happiness and peace. You will realize the truth of these words once you are through the difficulty. Until then, trust the process. We know it is challenging to trust the process. We also know that you do not want to hinge your happiness, peace, joy, and love on external factors that give and taketh away. You do not know this yet, but you will. End of message. Okay, so I'm stopping the share. I use this consistently, especially in the first 2 days that I received the message. And what it really did for me, and hopefully will do for you as well, is the consistent practice was I could tell right away that I was switching my focus on the external and making demands that the world give me what I knew I deserved. And by saying that the exercise, by changing direction, by recognizing, I especially love the anger part because I could see it in my mind's eye, big, bold letters. It's time to change direction. And it was a wonderful way to utilize that intense energy that I felt with the anger. And instead of projecting it outward, which can, feel like attacking, is it was still powerful, but it was the signpost that said, okay, time to go within. But now it's really time to go within. It's like shouting, go within, go change your direction. And not to not get what we want, but to find what it is we truly, truly want. And that awareness, like I have all that I need to find the things that I'm looking for. And I realized in the message it was stating the things that I really, really wanted and deserved. And when it said, okay, you have everything that you need to feel these things safe, loved, supported, free, etc. You can fill it all in of what you really want. But then the actual other part of the message that I just wanted to point out before I end is that it was going within to then seek awareness and guidance. What is there to do? How should I think? How should I perceive? What should I know? It's not necessarily no action. It's not, oh, I'm just going to go in and find peace and then nothing in my external world is going to change. It's to go within and have awarenesses that are helpful and then look without and outside, and then you see things you never saw before, or you have solutions you never thought of. It's like your blinders are taken off. So instead of having the blinders like a horse where you only see one way, one path, one person, one thing that has to happen, the blinders get taken off and you see all other kinds of things that are happening, or possibilities or solutions that you never saw before. So that's where I'm going to end it. And then I will share many of these other things that I'm getting in other videos, and you can just check those out on my channel. Okay. Thanks so much for listening. Namaste.